Sandow in there, actually.
Went Sandow for 3.
Yeah, Sandow for 3, yeah, the little general. Yeah, he did a great job, mate. He did a great job. Look, I think it was we could have gone either way there with Chrissy Sandow and Semi.
I think Semi definitely got the 2.
Semi got the 2, and Anthony Watmore, the new addition to the Eels, in there for the 1
yep,
point.
even with the gut check he got.
Yeah.
And strong game.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's it.
Yep, I'm very happy with how Parramatta played. It surprised me so much.
So am I. I'm looking forward to a great season. Hopefully we can back it up this week with the doggies on a Friday night out at ANZ.
I don't want to be anywhere near your house on Friday.
I'll be there. Half the family, half the MILF family. For those of you that don't know, half the MILF family is Parramatta Eels supporters, and the bad half are Bulldogs supporters. So we'll be there in force. No, not in force.
Uncle Force loves us all.
But yeah, this Friday night at NZ Stadium, Doggies versus Eels, should be a great game. Cracker of a day. So that's it for game 2, and we'll move on. Right, game 2 for all our Kiwi boys back home. This will be one that you can definitely comment on. Game 3, sorry, game 3. See, that's why I've got the force here. Game 3, Newcastle Knights versus the New Zealand Warriors. Final score 24-14. Knights getting up there. Did you get to watch the game?
I got to see parts of it, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't see the full game. It was...
So if you watched parts of it, and I watched parts of it, surely we got a full game out of that.
Good chance, I reckon, we both watched the same parts.
Well, look, the Warriors looked great in the first half. They stacked on a few points there, and for a moment there, it looked like the Warriors were going to run away with it. But yeah, look, the parts that I saw, the Knights in the second half, I don't know whether it was the Warriors under fatigue in defence or whether the Newcastle Knights just stepped up their game. But they towed them up at the back end there, stacking on a few.
It hurts me. Warriors did look good in the first half. And Warriors are one of those teams that are notorious for very slow starters to the season.
Yep.
And troubling over here. And I know it's a professional game. That can't become an excuse anymore, so to speak.
Yep.
But, you know, some guy might have the Warriors, Willie, thank you again, in a certain tattoo league comp that we won't touch on for now. So it's never going to be good for me this year to see the Warriors lose, even if they do lose to the Roosters. But yeah, they just looked, to me, flat. Johnson didn't turn up to what we know Sean Johnson to be.
Absolutely. Had him in my fantasy, as I'm sure 95% of the boys out there probably had him in there.
The young guys for the Warriors look good. The young guy that slid in at fullback.
Yeah. Is that
I can't even
Roller hair? No.
That sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
That, you had...
a lot of hair?
Yeah, you had the young centre as well, as a cutter in the centres.
Well, it was 12-6 at half time. So we got 4 tries to 2 there. Gagai going in for a couple. Randall and Rocho.
However you want to say it. The Islander guy gets the Aussie names wrong. The Aussie guys bounce stuff on a lot of Islander names.
We should have a segment here on how to pronounce Islander names in English by an Aussie. That'd be the funniest thing. Luluai going in and Hoffman going in for the Warriors.
Newcastle run with 2 hookers. They brought Randall up late.
Oh, did they?
I think he might have even started. So Clydesdale was pegged in to be an 80-minute.
Yep.
Didn't end up being the case.
Yep.
So I think they've got the Riso Alex on the jerseys this year, so which is good. Good to see they're still supporting McKinnon. We do thumbs up, continue, hope that he continues with his rehab.
Yep.
All comes good. In Newcastle, it was a win for them. They should win at home. Most teams should win at home.
Yep.
But
it's not the case.
Gay guy, I think he was the one that stole the show.
Yeah.
Just individual brilliance, showing what he's capable of. Another former Brisbane boy.
Shout out to a boy.
He got another finger there.
Simon Mannering and Adam Clydesdale led the tackle count for both the Warriors.
Mannering looked good at lock.
He did.
It was a good move for him to lock. Hoffman looked pretty good in his first game.
Yep.
So I think it's a good back row they've got there at the Warriors. I'm going to talk these guys up till there's no tomorrow. I need to feel good about the Warriors this year. I need to feel good about the Warriors.
Well, I'm sure Willie and the boys will give us their feedback on that game as well. So feel free to drop comments, boys. Again.
What's the final score of that one?
24-14.
24-14.
Yep, 24-14.
And the Warriors led at some stage, didn't they?
Oh, it was 12-6 at half time.
Warriors?
Yeah, Warriors.
So, second half died. Final 20 minutes, I think. Yeah, around that. Definitely around that last 20-minute mark. Gagai scored the 58th, and Randall and Rocco scored the 66 and 74. So it was that back 20. They need to.
I think a few teams will be working on fitness this week. Their defence under fatigue showed in a couple of those games specifically the Panthers Doggies game, which we'll again touch
Roll
on
on to,
later
yes, definitely.
So for our 3-2-1 Warriors v Knights, 3 points we've given to Gagai, 2
surprise.
points there to Mullen, and 1 point to Aquila Yate. So that wraps up our Warriors Knights game, game 3.
All those points went to one side of the field.
Yeah, round 1. Game 4, round 1. Titans v Tigers. Final score 19-18 to the Tigers.
What a sweat for two teams. First, the Titans with all the...
Oh, look, you can't tell me that everybody, well, they were written off. Surely they were
Of
written
course,
off.
this is one of the games that you had the Tigers penciled in
Yep.
for the win. I know I was up there at the Gold Coast.
I surely did.
But
It was a bit of a sweat there.
Tell you what, the guys that did turn up for the Titans, they turned up and they had a good crack.
Yep.
A real good crack. It'll be a very disappointing outcome
For
that
them,
field
yeah,
goal
definitely.
at the end, but
It's always disappointing when it's the game's won with 1 point.
it was a bit of a sloppy game. But a few of the games were this weekend.
Yep.
Like it is round 1. It was a Pat Richards show.
Yeah.
The guy was doing everything.
Oh,
Tries,
absolutely.
goals. Mate, I reckon
Field
a guy
goal.
would kick him from the sideline blindfolded. I'd struggle just to kick one from the sideline.
So 3 all in tries, obviously 18 apiece before Paddy Richards slot over that field goal.
Did you see that field goal?
I did. It was actually, mate, see the post field goal celebration.
Oh, it
Plus
was
they
like,
won the premiership.
I swear to you, I said the same, exactly when it happened. I said to Claude, these guys, they've won the grand final.
Mate, the soccer celebrators, they are.
West Tiger supporters, settle down, round 1.
Robbie Farah.
He went pretty good.
Yeah, he did
he's,
all
he's,
right.
he's a leader.
He did
I think
all
those young halves still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
You know, Brooks looked like he was getting ready to go over with Hayne.
Yep.
For the NFL. I think he threw a few forward passes that game. He's put on some bulk in the
Yep.
off season, but I think the more the media puts the pressure on him, the harder it's get. I think he's one of those young guys that's social media in general.
Yeah.
Like that.
Absolutely.
And but Moses was another one that, you know, they're works in progress.
Yeah.
That's the best way to put it. And I wish them all the best.
Who do you think were the workhorses for both those teams?
Woods,
Aaron Woods.
Woods, hands
phenomenal. He's
down. Surprise packet for me for the Gold Coast. Not a surprise packet because I've seen him for a long time. Eddie Petticorn first came back in the NRL from England.
Yep.
Mate, he in the front row there for the Titans. He looked unbelievable. Just he didn't stop. Nate Miles, no surprise. But obviously you can tell that he played the Roosters sometimes because
Yep.
he loves giving away penalties.
Sawasa Sue, how do you think of him? Tigers, is it Sue?
Yeah, second row.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Islanders names, bro. To me, it's
I'm
just
trying-
Sue.
I'm trying-
Aussie, bro. Aussie translation, Sue.
Sue.
Yeah, like
Yeah, you know
like,
Sue.
the chick that'll clean your kitchen.
Coconut Sue.
Yeah.
Coconut Sue. We'll
Yeah.
call him Coconut Sue from now on.
Not to his face.
No. Hell no. No, but yeah, so 1918.
That field goal was unbelievable. It was a good setup.
It was a great cracker.
The ball out to Woods, all the pressure was put on Brooks, sorry, and all the pressure was put on him. He slid it over to the veteran,
Yep.
and mate, he's a class act.
So 3 tries apiece. Paddy Richards taking in a couple with Teddy in there as well, and Roberts for the Titans grabbed a couple with Ryan James. 3-2-1.
I think we had Paddy Richards down for the 3, definitely. I think.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we had Paddy Richards down for 3. Farah in for 2, and your Englishman Eddie Petticorn in for the 1.
I wonder who wrote that, Georgie. No favourites here. But we'll see how close we get to this daily, and it's going to be very interesting.
We'll rack it up, and we'll make sure to try and add the 3-1 scores at the back end of this video. But no
If not, we'll
promises.
definitely have it on the Facebook page.
No, absolutely. And speaking about our Facebook page, Force and MILF, we'll add the link to the back end of this video, so make sure that you jump on, like, and
Share it with your mum. You like that one?
here we go. Roosters v North Queensland Cowboys, up in Cowboys territory there. The final score 28-4 to the Cox.
The mighty Cox.
The mighty Cox, and what better person to talk about the Cox than the biggest cock himself, the Force. 28-4. I'm going to try and get a word here somewhere. I'm sure I won't.
Good luck.
But I'll quickly touch on the stats for the game because that's probably the only thing I'll get to say here. Roosters 5 tries to 1. O'Neill going in for the Cowboys there. No kicking points or no conversion there. But Tupou in, Jennings in for one, Guerra in for one, and Boyd Cordner in for a couple.
Two, baby.
And Maloney with the kicking duties.
With 5 from 6?
Four from 5.
4 from 5, I was
Yeah,
close.
4 from 5.
Right. The Chookies.
And go.
The Chookies. You want to start a chant with me? Because this is what our game was on Saturday night. It
Go
was
for
just defence. Defence. Red hot.
Was it?
Red
It
hot.
wasn't red hot.
It was, oi, show me a team that let in less points this weekend. You can't.
No. Can't.
What we're known for. Defence. Defence and losing grand finals.
Who led the defence there for the Roosters?
Everyone. 1 through to 17. Surprisingly as well on top of that, Fergie Ferg, his first game back.
Yep.
You know, the rooftop cruiser himself.
Yep.
Red hot. Red hot in defence.
Says here that Guerra and Hargraves led there with 42 and 36 tackles respectively. So
Mate,
they worked hard. They worked hard.
They did. You know what we didn't work on in the off season?
What was that?
Obviously, A, how to hold the ball. SKD. I'm looking at you, my brother. I love you.
We'll try and hit him on Instagram too.
I love you, SKD. But hold the ball, please. You kill my life. And penalties.
Yep. Yep.
We obviously love the sound of the whistle.
But I'll tell you right now, like the Roosters have been renowned for their defence, and I think the Roosters, that it must be a game plan in there to give away those penalties because they can rely on that defence.
Oh, of
you know
course,
what I mean?
but it's got to catch up with us at some point where we're giving away those penalties on our line, and someone's going to end up in the bin.
Yep.
And
Yep.
in the modern game, it's hard to defend 12 on 13.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
And it becomes one of those patterns of you're known for giving away penalties.
Yep.
So the referees are quite happy to get the whistle to the mouth over something that any other team may get away with.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that's what happens.
No. Oh, we won't even talk about
No,
refs this
but-
week, please.
It does. It's frustrating as a supporter to see those constant little niggle penalties.
Yep.
And it's
Oh,
one thing you don't
understandable. But
want
with
to
a
be willing
defence,
to count on.
with a defence like the Roosters have, I guess you can. I'm not going to say you can afford to give away those penalties, but I'm sure that there's somewhere in their strategic planning there that if shit goes, if their set plays aren't happening, I'm sure the coach has got it in there. Give away that penalty, rely on their defence
Oh,
to
of
hold them
course.
out for 6 and go from wherever they go.
Of course, there's a lot of talk as well about the post SBW
Yep.
mini. To me, SBW, yep, mate, you're a freak, but I don't see him as a big loss with Cordner and Greer there.
No.
Louis come in and started that lock. More the Minicello, the leadership
Yep.
to me, and I think
Do you think anyone stuck their hand up there on
I think the boys
weekend?
stepped up. I think Minnie's been working with two of us Sheckle off season as well, just to help him with his field placement and all that.
I'm sure he ran a few metres during that game.
But
He,
Shrek played a lot of fullback last year in attack
Yep.
as well, and again, he'll be a superstar.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you don't already class him as a superstar, and
I'm sure
mate
you've got
Thurston
this.
couldn't get arms on him,
No.
no. Stick a leg out. Let's not talk about that one. Early plea and getting off. The Queenslanders. But yeah, they're back. There's the one worse than that one that didn't even get a charge. But we're getting to that game.
No, we'll get there shortly. So, Roosters Cowboys 3-2-1. I'm sure you got this off.
One more thing I've got to touch before that. Justin O'Neill.
Yep.
Thank you, sir. Mr. I cannot catch a bomb with no pressure at all. I think he dropped 2-3 bombs in a row. We peppered him because, mate, he was SKD looked like super glue compared to this one. So I shouldn't be whinging too much about
No.
good old Butterfingers, but whew, if you get a chance, you haven't seen it, get a chance. This bloke was dropping sitters.
Yeah. All right. Well, 3-2-1. In the 3 spot, we've got Mitch Pearce.
Oh, mate, he's stepped up again.
Boyd Cordner in for 2.
Yep, my man, 2
and
tries.
1 point to Ferguson.
Oh, you get 1 point or half that point?
We halved that point.
I
but-
half that point because I just really wanted to rub it into Justin O'Neill again.
Yeah, you did.
Half
And
a
you gave O'Neill half a point.
And Ferguson's wasn't for anything he done on the field, so to speak.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys seen the interview post game. The guy was almost in tears. He was, to me, like he's made some
Dumb decisions
dumb
in his life
decisions in
and
the
some stupid
past,
things, but
and he's been given a chance.
Yep.
And he just, when he was being interviewed, just showed the respect.
Yep.
And he realises what's on the line.
Yep.
Thanked a lot of people. I think Chop Mundine was one that he thanked. And
Oh, absolutely.
The Roosters and all that.
Yep.
To me, I don't like idiots in the game. You know that. That comes to
Absolutely.
the drugs and the rest of it. To
Yep.
me, wipe it all out.
But a guy that can show that he's reformed and somewhat
Oh, and-
show some respect and appreciation for the opportunities he's been given.
I hope he stays on this path.